Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to another video or a continuing series of my character Axe Cancer on Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn. This video honestly only starts about maybe 30-40 minutes after the last video ended, but so I'm not wanting the videos to be too long. I also take breaks. Maybe if I was playing a game from a couch, I could just sit for 3 or 4 hours or however long without moving, but gaming at a computer desk, I usually want to break every hour at best. Just back gets uncomfortable. Maybe if I had one of those really expensive high-dollar chairs, it'd be better. But alas, I spent whatever community money I had over the last few years on the computer and not the chair. Not a bad chair, just not a great one. I do like the background vistas and everything in this game. It's a really pretty game. I'm recording at 10 megabits per second for video, so I mean, I'm sure it won't look as good on YouTube as it looks to me in real time, being rendered in real time. But these backgrounds, even though they're in a haze of blue just as a background, it's just really pretty. I'm continually happy with how the game looks. As I said for the last video, there are things about it I love and things about it I don't like as much, but visuals are just fine. And, you know, obviously, Final Fantasy XIV 1.0 was proof that graphics couldn't carry a game, but this looks even better and requires less power to run it well on a PC. So, which I suppose, since it ran so badly on PC, they probably rebuilding it was probably pretty much necessary to get it run on PS3 at all. So, it is interesting to me that the PS3 players of Final Fantasy XIV will never experience the original game. They'll only get to see the rebuilt one, and it's not like I'm saying they're less or that they're spoiled. They didn't miss out on anything worth having. But still, it's, you know, they'll always experience it as, and then they also competent MMO. You know, some people love it, some people won't, but 14 was just such a shipwreck, and Realm Reborn, so far, is at least easy enough to play. Like, I remember how terrible the interface was in 14.10, and this, fairly intuitive. It works fine. I didn't have to do any serious, like, searching. The only thing that I was a little unsure about was how to open up the map, which is just pressing M on the keyboard on the controller scheme. That's the only thing I was like, what do I do? And I ended up just clicking on the mission and then get the map from that way. So if there's a single button that does bring up the map in the controller, I still haven't seen it yet. On the teeth. Yay! 1120 experience for that, huh? Wasn't I just doing this one? Okay, so it's right there. That one I've had for a while. We gotta get that one over with. Sweet. First time I've been down to one active quest in a while. Oh, Crat Shackle. Interesting. I thought the mission was in here. Oh, I have to put in all level 5 armor or higher. That's what that was. So I need to get, I guess that would just involve going to an armory and, buying it. Speaking, and this is totally like the video gamer equivalent of a first world problem, I would have liked a few more anti-aliasing options. Right now all it has is FXAA, which is alright, but especially for maybe later they'll integrate for GTX 600 series cards and higher the TXA anti-aliasing. That'd be nice. Not a priority. When I first started running this game, I had some serious screen tearing problems. I think that had more to do with me using using the capture device, which the capture device is being treated like a second monitor, and it's just a clone of image on both sides. So I don't think the screen tearing was near as bad when I wasn't recording. But even so, even with it recording, it's a lot better than it was earlier. Like it's really improved. Pretty game. Interesting choice having the hotkey for sprinting. Maybe they all do it that way. Again, I'm not the biggest MMO player, so... Versus 25% physical damage and hit points. Yeah, if I was getting my ass beat, that'd be a good thing to jump in on. Or to get in on. Whoa! The sprint really didn't feel that much faster than the regular movement. That I'd like to see improved a little bit. That thing is big. At the end of the fate, it is. I guess I came in a little late. That's not a bad take from it. I said this if you already saw watched the last video. I'd say that the fates are kind of like those dynamic events that were games like Rift and Defiance have, where you can just join into this huge overworld fight where everyone can just jump in. There's no like grouping or anything. And up to this point, it's not been really kind of impossible to lose. But, oh, well. But it really does go by how much you participate. You don't just automatically walk in at the end of a fate and get the same experience and credit as everybody else. You have to actually pull your weight. These things look beastly, but they die kind of fast. It is a little easy to lose track of your mouse icon. That can be a little disruptive. In that case, you probably have an advantage if you're using a controller. Like, my biggest problem here is just getting a good grip on it, so I can click on it and I can kill it. Well, this is apparently not over. There we go. I don't think I was the only one in that one feeling like a bit of a fifth wheel. Yay, fun to kill random things. Come here, boy. Eh, never mind. Let's see, where am I heading? I need to go back to a merchant. That big city back there where I was earlier. And this is one of those games where you can just travel all the way to something you see in the distance, and that's kind of awesome. Man, they can do some damage. I actually used my defense buffs there for the first time. Ouch! This might be my first death. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm playing for quite a while, and I haven't died yet. Now, I'm playing fairly cautiously, so I'm sure it has a lot to do with it. Let's see. So... well, yeah, man, they might have something there, but still, generally speaking, I need to head back that way. Below recommended level, huh? It's pretty nice. That's kind of strange. You're below recommended level, so your contribution will not be weighted as heavily. You'd think that'd be the penalty if you were over the recommended level range. It's a little strange. It's like if you're holding your own area that's supposed to be a lot hard, like really hard for you, that would seem like something, you know, to reward, but might look into that. That's interesting. I don't know why I killed him, I just did. I'm starting to feel a little bit sleepy, like, while I was in that last fate, I was kind of like, my eyes were getting heavy and I was drifting between intensely fighting and like, TP here, which is used for like non-magic attacks, physical attacks, that kind of thing. In many cases, when you're fighting, it seems to just regenerate almost immediately. And if I did just my heavy swing all the time, that probably would. But some of these, when I'm stacking them into combos pretty quickly, it can go down. And once it's all the way down, not attacking, not in a good position. One of my favorite things about Final Fantasy Online 11 and 14 is the fact that PlayStation, the console versions and the PC all can play together. And Final Fantasy 11, it's on PC, PS2, and Xbox 360, and they can all play together. That's good stuff. And they heavily implied, or I think they just all out said, that in Elder Scrolls Online, that each version, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC, will only be able to play with their system. That is so rank to me, especially when you consider they're going for a subscription. That's just... A lot of people already decide they're jumping off the Elder Scrolls Online bandwagon because they want a subscription. And by further fracturing it to where you not only have to pay a monthly fee for it, but you have to buy the version your friends had to play with them, it just seems to go against the entire idea of a massive multiplayer online game. Just seriously. Marry you. These spellcasters are pretty beasts. I like the name of a fate, Thwack-a-Mole. Now I gotta be 10th level to grab a chocobo off somebody. Interesting. I shouldn't have attuned to that crystal. I could have warped right back to the city. That's cool. That silhouette effect kind of neat. Yeah, I need to reattune to that city when I get back and just stick to it. That's the Zephyr Gate. Usually, when MMOs still, even when they do major overhauls, they don't, most time journalists don't re-review the game. I'm really curious to see if outlets are gonna re-review Final Fantasy XIV as a Realm Reborn, because it's a total reboot of the game, like from the ground up remake. I mean, I don't know if any, even with World of Warcraft being overhauled and changed to the massive degree that Final Fantasy World of Warcraft has been. I don't know if it's the same thing as here. I mean, maybe World of Warcraft has been changed that much, but that's over just natural evolution to keep the game interesting over a 10-year period. I mean, if I remember right, it was released in late 2003, so this will be its 10th birthday in November. Let me double check that. But for them to, in 3 years, and I bet you all 3 of those years were serious crunch time for whatever Square's team that was putting together A Realm Reborn. And I do think it's cool that they, you know, made the world as it was before 2.0 this kind of thing of legend. As I've said before, oh no, it's November 2004. I really thought it was 2003 for some reason. So, okay, its 9th birthday, World of Warcraft's 9th birthday will be this November. It's almost a 10-year-old game, so I guess it kind of makes sense that it's completely overhauled and done. And you know, actually, I take back what I said. I mean, it's been so overhauled to where it used to be an incessant grind. Now, some of the old faithful who play it since the beginning are complaining it's too easy now. Like, you don't have to work near as hard to level up and all that junk. And, I mean, to each his own, I guess, but that's weird to me. That people are, like, preferring the grind. I can't relate to you. I can't do it. Let's see. Marauders Guild. Bet you there'd be some there. So aside from World of Warcraft, likely no MMO has been changed to the point this has, and certainly not in a 3-year period. And I mean, Final Fantasy 14 1.0. I mean, I know it was updated to 1 point something other than 0, but the original Final Fantasy 14 was shut down in January of 2013 or December 2012 to do spend a bunch of us doing a changeover to this new one. And just for it to go down completely for 8 months and a relaunch like that, I mean, it's never been done before. That's crazy. So even if games had been severely changed over, and you know, including World of Warcraft, this is a unique situation. Sure, whatever. Very well. I welcome your interest. You are allowed to be interested in my guild. We seek to chop them into little pieces. Hanging's too good for him. Burning's too good for him. He should be torn into little bitsy pieces and buried alive. If you get that, you're awesome. Where's that from? Just realized I have my PlayStation 3 still on. I have a waste of energy there. I think all the people... I have one friend and some guys at the local GameStop that are playing this, and they're all playing on PS3, so I really literally don't know anyone that's playing it on PC. Yay. Yes, me and my pink eye patch are ready to murder. I thought it said hold fast this moment of decapitation, which would have been cooler. Oh man, I wish I'd done this one a while ago. I did a bunch of that. Oh well. So instead of doing my class's guild, I've been just doing other random stuff and a little bit of story stuff. So I should have done this before, so this is probably going to be boringly easy. But it will be more entertaining since I have an excuse to talk the entire time. So, sorry for the babbling that I will continue to subject you to. Yeah, I guess for some reason I assumed that was a merchant's label. It's like, oh, it's the guild. That might mean, you know, the guild. Oh well. A route. I see. Alright, so I got several of these missions to do, and I think it would fit to have a video just for them. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop this video, and the next one we'll be taking care of these early Marauders Guild quests. So thanks for watching, and I don't know if I'm gonna continue this tonight or just wait till tomorrow. It's getting kind of late, and I have class tomorrow, but I might. So either way, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.